sense organs. Introduction. We enjoy the beauty of nature with our eyes, the melodious music with our ears, the fragrance of flowers with our nose, the taste of food with our tongue, and feel the cool breeze on our skin. Our senses aren't just a part of us, they define us. Nothing in the entire universe of scientific exploration can even come close to matching the ability of our brain to use information sensed by our eyes, ears, skin, tongue, and nose to produce a rich sensory experience in a matter of milliseconds. What do our senses do? Our senses have several roles to play. They aid our survival by directing us towards certain information of our environment that are important for us and influence some activity. Our sensory impressions of the world involve nerve signals. These play a very important role in the way we react or respond to various stimuli or even to same stimuli in different situations. Stimulation to sensation. There are certain conditions, substances, etc. in nature that trigger the process of sensing them by our body. These are stimulants. Information carried by these stimulus are picked up by certain organs called as receptors present in our sense organs and converted into nerve signals. These are carried to brain and processed to create a sensation. Brain is the center for all the sensitive activities. It receives information through sensory nerves that bring nerve signals from the sense organs and after interpretation sends off signals through another type of nerve cells as motor nerves to parts that are to show the response. For example, you see a mosquito biting you on your leg through your eyes. The response works through motor nerves from the brain to your hand to strike and kill it. Looking back in history, scientists from ancient times have wondered about the senses. Nearly 2300 years back, Plato and then Aristotle mentioned the 5 senses of humans, among which the senses of touch was considered the most important. Albertus Magnus mentioned the role of for the first time in the sensation of touch. Psychology of sensation could be studied in great detail only from the 17th century, as this was the prime time when several instruments were being invented to aid the unaided eye to observe more closely. Johannes Kepler established the role of eye as a sense organ. The number of senses from Aristotelian era to the 19th century stands at 5, while in the modern era, this number signifies the sense organs in our body. Our sense organs. As we all know, we have 5 main sense organs: the eyes, ears, skin, nose, and tongue. These sense organs have sensory receptors. Each type of receptor is highly sensitive to specific stimulus types. Eye. Vision helps us detect desired target, threats, and changes in our physical environment and to adapt accordingly. Structure of the eye. Our eye contains eyelids, eyelashes, eyebrows, and lacrimal glands. A thin layer called conjunctiva covers the front portion of the eye. Eye has 3 main layers. They are sclerotic layer or sclera, choroid layer, and retina. The outermost thick, tough, fibrous, non-elastic, and white colored layer is sclera. The sclera bulges and forms cornea. The end of sclera connects to the optic nerve. The second layer is choroid layer. This layer is black in color and contains a lot of blood vessels. It encloses the eye except the part pupil. The part formed by the choroid layer around the pupil is iris. Biconvex lens is present immediately behind the pupil, is attached to the ciliary muscles and suspensory ligaments. Retina contains the cells called rods and cones. The area of no vision called blind spot and the area of the best vision called yellow spot are present in the retina. The yellow spot is also called macula or fovea. Functioning of the eye. Like a camera, the eye gathers light through a convex lens, focuses it and forms an image in the retina at the back of the eye. The unique characteristic of the eye is take the information from light waves, then transform the characteristics of light into neural signals that the brain can process. The real work of the retina is performed by light sensitive cells known as photoreceptors. These photoreceptors consist of two different types of specialized cells, the rods and cones, that absorb light energy and respond by creating nerve impulses. Eye protection. Each eye is protected by eyelids, eyelashes, eyebrows and lacrimal or tear glands. A thin membrane covers the front part of the eye. This membrane is called conjunctiva. Cornea is the clear window in the sclera in front of the iris. It protects the eye from direct exposure to light. Some structure that brings about adjustments. The iris is a muscular structure which adjusts the size of the pupil, which is nothing but a gap between the iris in front of the lenses. Ciliary muscles and suspensor ligaments are capable of adjusting the focal length of the eye lenses. Diseases and defects of the eye. The main disease and defect of the eye are night blindness, exophthalmia, myopia, hypermetropia, glaucoma, cataract and color blindness. Taking care of our eyes. Wash eyes with fresh water at least thrice or 4 times per day. Keep the distance between the book and eyes about 25 centimeters while reading. Don't give continuous stress and strain to the eyes. Eat food materials like green leafy vegetables, carrots, etc. Avoid to see lightning gas, welding sparks, eclipse. Consult the eye specialist immediately whenever you face any vision related problems. Ear. Apart from hearing, ear helps in maintaining the equilibrium of our body. External ear. It is the visible part of the ear on either side of our head. It is a flap-like structure called the pinna. It leads to ear canal. The pinna is crumpled and made up of cartilage. These help to keep the ear canal lubricated, prevent the dust and other particles from entering into the ear canal. A thin layer called tympanum or eardrum is present at the end of the ear canal. It is present in between the external and middle ear. It is in the shape of a cone. Middle ear. Middle ear plays an important role in amplifying the vibrations receiving on the tympanum membrane. The chain of 3 bones, malleus, incisors and stapes helps to do the same. Internal ear or inner ear. Internal ear consists of bony labyrinth enclosing the membranous labyrinth. The membranous labyrinth consists of vestibule, 3 semicircular canals and cohella. The anterior part of the vestibula is sacculus and the posterior part is utriculus. Nerve fibers from them form vestibular nerve. Cohella is a spiral-shaped structure. It has 3 parallel tubes called scala vestibuli, scala media and scala tympani. The hearing or auditory sensation. External ear collects the sound waves. They enter into the auditory meatus. Then they strike the tympanum. The vibrations from the tympanum reaches the malleus, incisors and stapes. Then they transmit to the cohelee. The impulses are sent to the brain through the auditory nerve. The hearing can be done according to the response given by the brain. Functions of the ear. To collect and transform vibrations produced by sound to nerve impulses to be carried to the brain for processing. To maintain balance or equilibrium. Caring for the ears. Don't insert any sharp-edged things in the ear to clean the ear canal. If any blockage occurs due to earwax, use the ear drops or a few drops of coconut oil to loosen it. A specialist may be consulted whenever needed. Ear diseases. Common ear diseases like formation of pus, infection of eardrum, etc. may be caused by bacterial and fungal infections. Nose. Structure of the nose. Our external nose has 2 nostrils. They lead to the nasal cavity. Nasal spectrum divides the nasal cavity into 2 halves. The nasal cavity is lined with mucous membrane and small heads. Olfactory receptors are present in the mucous membrane. Smell and our nose. Smell serves a protective function by sensing the odor of possibly dangerous food or, for some animals, the scent of a predator. We humans seem to use the sense of smell primarily in conjunction with taste to locate and identify foods, avoid spoiled foods, etc. The smell or olfactory sensation. Biologically, the sense of smell or olfaction begins with chemical events in the nose. The nose receptor cells transform information about the stimulus into nerve signals and convey it to the brain smell centers located on the underside of the brain. There, our sensations of smell are initially processed and then passed on to many other parts of the brain. Unlike all the other senses, smell signals are not relayed through the hypothalamus, an important part of brain that coordinates our nervous system and endocrine or hormone secreting system. Taking care. Take proper care of our nose by washing it with water as you take bath and during nasal infection by washing them with lukewarm salt water. Tongue. Structure of the tongue. Our tongue is made up of voluntary muscles. It contains about 10,000 taste buds. The taste buds are located in the walls of the papillae. Taste and our tongue. Like smell, taste is also a sense-based on identifying chemicals in food and the texture of it. The taste receptor cells located in the taste buds on the top and side of the tongue sample flavors from food and drink as they pass by on the way to the stomach. These taste receptors cluster in small mucous membrane projections called papillae. Each is specially sensitive to molecules of a particular shape. Developmental changes in taste. Infants have heightened taste sensitivity, which is why babies try to sense everything by taste. This super sensitivity, however, decreases with age. Taking care about the tongue. Clean and wash the tongue before going to bed at night and after rising up in the morning. Wash the mouth cavity after eating the food. If any problem arises, consult the doctor immediately. Skin. The sense of touch had received supreme importance in the sphere of senses from ancient times. Structure of the skin. Our skin consists of mainly layers called epidermis and dermis. Epidermis is the layer for protection. It has sweat pores and small hairs. Dermis made up of elastic connective tissue. It contains sweat glands, sebaceous glands, hair follicles, blood vessels and fats. Skin and touch. It is the largest organ of all. It provides the first level of protection to the body. It regulates the body temperature and eliminates certain waste material through sweat. It is the sense organ of touch. Color of the skin. The color of the skin is due to the presence of the pigment called melanin. This pigment gets stimulation when exposed to sunlight. Skin contains the separate receptors such as tactile receptors for touch, Pacinian corpuscles for pressure, nociceptors for temperature, etc. Some of the diseases. Viral diseases such as measles, chickenpox, etc. Bacterial diseases such as leprosy, leukoderma, the disease due to the deficiency of melamine. Pellagra, the disease due to the deficiency of vitamins. Fungal diseases such as ringworm. Taking care about skin. Use soap to clean the body. If any redness, itching, discoloration and rashes appear on the skin, immediately consult the doctor.
మా వీడియో గనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. ఇలాంటి మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడం మాత్రం మర్చిపోకండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్.